Hey everyone. Welcome to the Cradle of Wonders, where we explore the rich and fascinating history of Africa. Let's talk about Africa, a place with a super old and awesome history. It's a continent that has been home to some of the most advanced and influential civilizations in the world. Way before lots of other places, Africa was like a center for smarts and new ideas. Ancient scholars and inventors from Africa contributed immensely to the fields of science, mathematics, and philosophy. Think about ancient Egypt with its giant pyramids and powerful pharaohs. These monumental structures are a testament to the ingenuity and architectural prowess of the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptians were like the math whizzes, stargazers, and doctors of their time. They made significant advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine that laid the groundwork for future discoveries. Their cool inventions changed the world. From the development of the calendar to surgical techniques, their contributions were groundbreaking. And guess what? Egypt wasn't alone. There were other amazing kingdoms in Africa like Kush, Mali, and Great Zimbabwe. Each of these kingdoms had its own unique culture and made significant contributions to the world. They were like the hot spots for trade, learning, and culture. These kingdoms were bustling centers of commerce, education, and artistic expression. They left behind awesome buildings, art, and stories. The architectural marvels, intricate artworks, and rich oral traditions of these civilizations continue to inspire and educate us today. Sadly, people often forget about this amazing history. The incredible achievements of these ancient African civilizations are frequently overlooked or forgotten. For a long time, people thought Africa was stuck in the past, but that's just wrong. This misconception has led to a distorted view of Africa's history and its contributions to the world. It ignores all the cool things Africa did and makes it hard to see how awesome its future can be. Recognizing Africa's past achievements is crucial for understanding its potential for future growth and development. To really get Africa today, we need to understand its past. By studying the rich history of Africa, we can gain a deeper appreciation for its present and future. By seeing how clever and strong its people are, we can change those bad stereotypes and help Africa shine. Let's celebrate the resilience, intelligence, and creativity of African people throughout history and into the future. After getting free from colonial rule, many African countries had a hard time starting strong democracies. Sometimes powerful leaders took over, promising safety but actually stopping people from speaking up and taking away their rights. These leaders were often dishonest, and that made it hard for the economy and people to do well. Even though these tough times still affect some parts of Africa, there's hope. All over the continent, people are saying they want better leaders. Groups are working hard to make governments honest and protect people's rights. Changing to a democracy is like a puzzle. It's hard and takes time. It needs big changes, strong rules, and people who care. Other countries can help by talking things out, teaching new skills, and supporting democracy. Even though it's hard, people in Africa really want freedom and to make their own choices. Africa is incredibly rich in natural resources, boasting vast reserves of oil, diamonds, gold, and coltan. These resources have the potential to transform the continent's economy and improve the lives of millions. However, instead of bringing widespread prosperity, these valuable resources often lead to conflict and social unrest. Communities find themselves embroiled in disputes and protests, and entire regions can become conflict zones. Historically, colonial powers exploited these resources for their own gain, leaving African nations with little to show for their natural wealth. Ships would carry away the riches, while villages were left empty and impoverished. Today, many African countries continue to sell raw materials without processing them, which means they earn less money and are vulnerable to volatile market prices. This economic instability keeps many communities in poverty. Additionally, corruption among some leaders exacerbates the problem. These leaders often hoard wealth for themselves, failing to distribute the benefits to the wider population, which deepens inequality and neglects the needs of the people. To address these issues, African countries need to diversify their economies by developing various industries. They should focus on processing their resources locally, investing in infrastructure like roads and schools, and embracing new technologies. Essentially, it's about ensuring that wealth is shared more equitably and invested in sustainable development that benefits everyone in the long term. The international community can play a crucial role by engaging in fair trade practices, supporting infrastructure projects and empowering local communities to benefit directly from their resources. This collaborative effort can help create a more prosperous and stable future for Africa. Section 4, Society in Flux, Education and Tradition. Africa has lots of young people and the number is growing fast. This can be good and bad. Education is super important to help young people succeed, but not everyone gets a good education, especially in the countryside and for girls. Sometimes old beliefs make it hard for kids to learn new things, especially about what boys and girls should do. Fixing this is really important for Africa's future. The good news is more and more people are seeing how important education is. Communities are building schools, helping teachers and encouraging girls to learn. Technology is also helping more kids go to school. By mixing old traditions with new ideas, Africa can build a school system that helps all its young people and makes the future brighter. Section 5, Green Shoots, African Innovation and Enterprise. Even with tough times, there are lots of new ideas and big dreams in Africa. Young entrepreneurs are coming together, brainstorming and creating innovative solutions to tackle the continent's unique challenges. From tech centers in Lagos and Nairobi to farms in the countryside, people are finding smart ways to solve problems. These tech hubs are buzzing with activity, and rural areas are also seeing the benefits of modern technology. New businesses are using technology to help people get better healthcare, education, money services, and clean energy. Healthcare workers are using tablets to improve patient care, and students are learning with digital tools. For example, using phones to send and receive money has helped millions of people who didn't have bank accounts before. This mobile banking revolution is transforming how people handle their finances. Young people who are good with technology are leading these new ideas. They are coding, developing apps, and creating digital solutions that are making a real difference. They want to fix problems and make new things happen. These young innovators are presenting their projects, working in labs and collaborating in co-working spaces to bring their ideas to life. Governments and investors are starting to see how important this is, so they are giving money, advice and support to help these new businesses grow. This support is crucial for turning ideas into reality. All these new tech ideas are creating jobs, helping the economy and showing the world how awesome Africa really is. The impact of these innovations is being felt across the continent, driving economic growth and gaining global recognition. Section 6, the cultural tapestry, threads of unity and diversity. Africa has so many different and amazing cultures, from the awesome music and dancing in West Africa to the beautiful beadwork and stories in East Africa. Every place has its own special traditions. All these cultures share important things like community, respecting older people, and a love for the land. But sometimes these traditions are threatened by globalization, cities growing bigger, and foreign movies and TV. It's important to keep these traditions alive while also learning from other cultures. By sharing cultures, supporting local artists, and mixing old values with modern life, Africa can make sure its traditions stay strong. This can also help the economy through tourism and creative jobs. Section 7, Charting a Brighter Future, a call to action. Africa is at an important point. There are still problems, but there's also so much potential. By fixing the problems of the past, investing in education and new ideas, and working together, Africa can build an amazing future. This takes everyone working together. African governments need to be honest and responsible. Other countries can help by being fair in trade, supporting good projects, and letting Africans make their own choices. In the end, Africa's future depends on its people. By remembering their history, celebrating their culture, and working together, Africans can build a continent that is successful, peaceful, and fair.